Hey, it's day 2, and this is the second realization I had this year that really made a difference. And I'm in my coat because we were just outside. It is snowing. It's supposed to snow 10 inches, which the window is behind the camera, which is why I'm pointing out there. And so I'm cozied up and bundled up. But the second realization I had this year that really changed things from the fall of 2015 to now was that I was right. Was that I know that my mind is my greatest obstacle, and I've been dabbling with that for a really long time. And I would do things that would cultivate maybe my spiritual side or my intuitive side, and then I would fall right back into the pattern that, my intellect was really strong and I know things and I learn things and I love learning, and and that's really, really valued in our society. So to be kind to myself, I realized, look, we learn that I think, therefore I am. We learn that success by numbers, by how much we make and how many degrees we have and titles, how much stuff we have, all of that is very intellectually based, and it's valued very highly in our society. So stepping away and cultivating the not intellectual side of us feels scary and uncertain. But this year, that was my greatest shift that occurred. Probably out of any of the other ones, it was me actually stopping and realizing, Kelly, your mind is your greatest asset. It's also your greatest defect. So being really smart and intelligent and learning and more information and more strategies is only good to a certain point. And then it creates a stuckness. And this is the stuckness that I would hear my clients talk about. And then I got there, and it's just that place of you can only stay in your head for so long. And then all of a sudden it's like you no longer trust yourself, your knowing sense of what you want to create and do and bring forth in the world. And it's like unpracticed. So my head was really practiced. My intellect was primed. I could get into a conversation and I'm a quick thinker, but my intuitive knowing, self-trusting sense had kind of gone to sleep. And this is a lot of what I talk with my own clients about. So on a regular basis, I'd be talking about it, but I wouldn't be actually committed to the practices of it. So this year, I stopped cultivating my intellect so much. I stopped listening to business strategy. I stopped reading nonfiction books. There were many times when I literally, I posted a challenge on Facebook, I'm not reading. There are no books on my bedside table, or I'm going off technology for the weekend, or I'm taking all social media off of my, anywhere out of my life. And so I would stop cultivating that and just go for hikes. I would ask questions. I got really curious again and I would ask questions with no demand that I would get an answer. And then things would bubble up. And I would say, oh, I've got to go talk to so-and-so. Or I would say, I got to go for a hike. And I didn't know why, but I stopped trying to logically understand why. Or in business decisions, I would do the opposite that I was told to do or advised to do, or that anyone I know in business would want me to do, and say that it wasn't very smart. But what I found was it was very fulfilling, is that I was getting different results. I was meeting great clients. I planted a lot of really amazing seeds this year through these practices, and now they're starting to sprout. Great opportunities, program with Jeff, our curiosity experiment just came to fruition, and all of that came because I stopped thinking that I needed to know things. And I stopped listening to the little voice in my head that demanded I do something, or you're gonna fail. Because everybody's telling you to do something. Everywhere you look, there's a way to do it. And I wanted to try a different way. And that came from recognizing that my mind, while it's my greatest asset at times, it's also my greatest obstacle. And I suspect that if you're my people, if you're my friends, that may be something for you as well. Noticing when your mind is running the show and it's time to go within, quiet the mind, manage and control the mind, and really hear the other messages coming up for you. For all the decades that you've been alive, there's been all this stuff going on. What will come up if you stop listening to everyone else and listening to your monkey mind in there directing you all over the place? So, second realization this year was my mind can be my greatest obstacle if I don't manage it.